Not twice in a day, Sam, that's too
I thought you said...
Girls, you should scream a little bit more.
Yes, wow. So,
Thank you.
very nice.
Good question.
Next question. Where could we go from there?
So, what was the weirdest or most ridiculous thing you had to do for filming or doing a play in theater or TV show?
Most ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
There have been so many,
I try and blank them from my memory. They were so awfully upsetting. Well, it wasn't massively embarrassing. Well, I was doing do you have pantomime in Italy? Do you know what pantomime is? Yeah, it kind of probably got invented in Italy, actually. It's very big in Scotland. Pantomime is huge in Scotland. And every year they do it. And I did it at a theatre called the Citizens Theatre in Glasgow. And it was Pinocchio. And I played Bergonzi, the evil puppeteer. Oh, boo! Exactly. I got booed all the time. Everyone was booed all the time. I used to get pelted with coins. I'm not joking. Oh yeah. Oh, Glasgow. Oh, they don't muck about. It's like they don't like you. They pelt you with coins. All those really hard sweets. You know? Oh yeah. Standing up here on stage, doing the thing, getting smashed with stuff. It's all part of the fun.
Get off!
And there was the actor who played Pinocchio. Well, he hated children. I mean, it was really quite unfortunate. I mean, he really did. It's true. It's true. Every show. Sometimes we'd have to do three a day. And oh dear, this is all going to get very embarrassing. You'd have the curtain at the front of the stage, okay? The curtain would be in before the show started. And before the show started, a live band would be playing at the front, getting the kids in the mood and everything like that. And this guy, who's playing a wooden puppet, is standing behind the curtain. And he's literally, as they're playing the music, he's just going... behind the curtain. Just like this. And as the curtain rises, he suddenly just goes... Suddenly he's Pinocchio. And so he really was, a very bad-tempered, aggressive wooden puppet. And I had to take him off stage at one point. And we were mic'd. So we had, like, radio mics. And if you're familiar with the theatre stage, you have a proscenium arch, which is, you have the stage, if you're not familiar with it, and at the edge of the stage, you have the arch, and then you're off stage, both sides. And when you left the stage, your mic was turned off, in theory.
Very good.
And I had to take Pinocchio to Pleasure Island, which I would love to visit myself, but I've never been there. And I invite him to join me. Join me on Pleasure Island. And so there he is going, what are you doing? Hello. And I say, Pinocchio, join me on Pleasure Island. And I lead him off. And as I pass the proscenium arch, I go, get off, you little wooden bastard. And they hadn't turned the mic off. So so all the audience is full of these little kids going, Mummy, what you saying about? Why is he calling Pinocchio a little wooden bastard? What's wrong with Pinocchio? Why is he a bastard? And I looked at the guys at the back of the sound booth were actually on the floor laughing. They couldn't believe it. But yes, so there was lots of unfortunate things like that. And in the same production, I used to have to make an entrance from the back. And Glasgow is a rough town, you know. And I used to have to make an entrance from the back. And I was at the back of the stage waiting to do my entrance down through the audience, which normally gets them very excited, you know. Oh, there's an actor in the audience. And I'm standing waiting to go on. And two of the kids, probably about 10 years old, standing there. And they see me, and I think, oh, well, I should talk to them. You know, it's probably very exciting for them to be with one of the actors. And so I turned to them and said, hi, kids. Are you enjoying the show? And they looked at me and they went, it's shite. Oh, everyone's a critic. And I used to, this is positively the last Pinocchio story. I used to do what they call a runaround. And what would happen is, you'd be on stage, and if this is Pinocchio, we'd be having something like that, and then Pinocchio would run off stage, he'd go into the audience, like into you, and I would chase him. And so you'd be running around with the kids, and the kids, you know, they love that, it's so exciting, the actors are with us, blah, blah, blah. In theory. The ground floor, which were the expensive seats, they weren't too bad. The circle seats, which were a little less expensive, had a double for me. So there was a guy dressed as me who used to run around in the circle. And then, on the third level, were the really cheap seats. They were benches, right? And that's where the roughest kids from the area used to come and watch theatre. And they would sit up there, and the poor unfortunate guy who was my double in that level, every day, used to be pulled to the ground and attacked. He would come in and he'd be like, he'd dread it. I used to have to wear a cricket box. Do you know what a cricket box is? It's like a cup. It's like a hard cup around your balls. Because someone had actually asked me, he said, I said, he played the part. I said, any advice for playing him? He said, wear a box. And I went, really? He went, yeah, when you go in the audience, wear a box. Because when I would go into the audience, at your level, they would just see me and they'd just go, see you bastard! Just in the balls. And that was in the expensive seats. So this guy at the top was just being, monstered by 20 kids. Just having the shit kicked out of him every day, sometimes 3 times a day. So anyway, that was Pinocchio.
It's also worth mentioning that in every pantomime there is a male actor who plays a woman.
Yes.
And she has to have the most fabulous clothes.
Yes.
And every scene she walks on and she's, hello boys and girls, how are you? And I think Graham would be a fantastic Dane. His beautiful dress.
One day, I'll play games.
Dame.
Yeah, they're great. Pantos are great. They're really extraordinary things. Anyway,
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, well done.
Putting up with that.
Thank you both very much
That's
for being
terrific.
here this year. You're both amazing, and you made me cry laughing.
Thank you. Who's next?